Welcome back, friends. Today we're going to be making this poppy card, another one in our Wildflower Card series. You will need two different colors of orange. I have this Vicky Butin marker, and I also have a Souffle Orange gel pen by Sakura. And then I have my metallic James Burke light green marker. Any variation of those will work. And I also have a pencil and an eraser, and as usual, my craft paper blank card. The first thing we're going to do is draw out those poppies. So I'm going to take the pencil and I'm going to start making the first poppy shape. So I didn't connect all the petals when I did this, and I think it just adds some depth and it makes it look a little bit more visually appealing. So the first section of the flower is the bigger portion, and I'm making sure that I move my hand around a little bit because the flower petals are not perfectly straight. So it's almost like a wavy triangle, and then I added another petal off to the side but not connected. And then I made the second flower the same way, sort of like a wavy triangle, and then added another petal to the outside of that. You'll be able to see it a little bit better once I start filling it in with the orange marker, which I'm doing right here. So first I'm just going to go around the border. So now you can see exactly what I did with the pencil if it was a little bit too light for you to see at the beginning. So I just made two sections of the flower, the main section with that big petal and then another little petal going off to the side. It really just gives that look of the poppy, how it's so flowy and open, and keeping them unconnected like that just really makes it look like a poppy. So we're just going to go ahead and fill that in with the marker. And whatever markers or pens you have will work for this. You just need two different colors of orange, one lighter, one darker, and then one green color. And I'm putting the darker color on the bottom, but you could do it opposite and you could put the dark on top and the light on the bottom. It's totally up to you. Feel free to customize it and make it your own. Alright, so I've got that first one filled all the way in, and now I'm just going to go back to the other side, to the second flower, and I've outlined it just like I did with the first one. I'm filling it in. I also wanted to point out that for the poppy, I made sure to do my strokes going straight up and down. If you look closely at a poppy, you can see all the little veins in there, and they actually look this mark actually resembles how a real poppy looks. So make sure you're going up and down with your strokes, and that will give it more of an accurate depiction of the flower. Alright, so I've got all of those filled in. Now you can kind of just do a little bit of touching up if you see some lighter areas. And after that, we're ready to add the stem. So I'm just going to take the green marker that I have, and we're going to make a curved line from one of the flowers. And then we're going to make the leaves. The leaves are pretty simple. I'm just going to make a little curved line swooping out to the side, and then add on a few little leaf petals off of that. And you can add multiple leaves on one branch if you want to. I really like poppy leaves. They are so cute. And then you can add that other second stem, making sure it's not perfectly straight. You want it kind of curved and whimsical because poppies are so flowy and they just bounce around. So you can see the leaves here. I added a second leaf to that branch, and really the little leaves coming off of the main branch are just little flicks of your marker. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. They're pretty delicate looking and simple. So go ahead and fill in where you need to. And once you're done with that, we can go ahead and take the other color of orange. I'll be using my Souffle gel pen for this. It's a little bit lighter than this marker that I used, so I'm going to add the details with it. And I'm just going to go around this first petal, or the smaller petal, I should say, right on the edge, just to really amplify that gap right there. And then along the top edge, I'm just doing a few little flick marks and then down the sides as well. And this is just to exaggerate those veins and just kind of make it pop a little bit. So I'm just going in sections, doing streaks of straight lines, broken straight lines, not full straight lines, little notches around the top. Then going down, you can kind of like dot it and just make sure the line's broken and it looks completely random. And then at the bottom, I'm adding a few more lines coming out from the base, because the base of the flower is usually a little bit darker or more a different color. So once that dries, you'll be able to see it a little bit better. I'm just going to go on the other side and do the same thing on the edge of that petal. And then going across the top of the flower, just making these little marks. Some can be close together and some far apart. Then at the bottom, I am adding the details that go down there. And then we'll go ahead and make those veins again. Super simple, but it adds a ton. All right, so here it is all dry. You can see how much detail those little marks with the gel pen added, and you could go ahead and add either a quote or a thank you or whatever you'd like on there if you want, or just leave it how it is. But that is all for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching.